Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review for the new Futmas cards. Hopefully they updated them right now because it is 1:01 p.m. So hopefully they show up right now. And hopefully they're good cards too. So we've got Dele Alli, Bailly, and Lukaku. You know what? Let me look at their stats first. Because off the top, not too bad. Not too bad. I really think EA should have made the Lukaku a left back card. Again, position change is a very big deal. I think they should have made him a left back card. Dele Alli doesn't get many informs, I don't think, unless he has one. I'm gonna check right now just to make sure. I don't think Dele Alli really has informs. So in terms of like half the season already being played. Dele Alli. Okay, so it's an 84 rated card. And he does not... Oh, he does. Okay, so he has a Champions League card, which is 60k. And then he has the 86 rated card, which is the Futmas one. Okay. What about Leon Bailey? Does Leon Bailey have finishing and composure? Let's check. Okay, so this card would be acceptable if they gave him 81 composure. Everything else with the card's pretty awesome in its own regard. Jordan Lukaku, if they made him a left back, that would have also been a good Futmas card, but because it's a left mid, not so much because it's finishing at 62 with 4-star in the left back position. That would have been a really... That's a missed... Again, another missed opportunity with Son being a left mid and then Lukaku being a left mid. You could have made this card a left back. You could have made Son a striker. That would have made the Futmas more interesting. I think making him a left mid is a little bit of a letdown. No one's really going to get that. Well, people are going to get that card, but not so much. Let me look at Dele Alli's card. Okay, so Dele Alli is a high-medium player with a 3-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, 6'2" height. As a midfielder, that's a great start because of the height. The height is awesome. The lack of weak foot kind of sucks a little bit, but it's okay. 69 defending. 84 dribbling, though. Okay, so he's a tall guy that has poor agility and balance, so transitioning left and right with him isn't going to be amazing, but he's tall, so it might make up for it. No defensive capabilities, so as a midfielder, he'll kind of do, like, all right, I guess. I don't know. 74 acceleration, 78 sprint speed. Finishing is at 86 with 88 composure. That's better than most attacking players in FIFA. Yeah. 80 shot power, 82 long shots, 81 volleys. So dribbling with him will be poor, but he's tall, so it might make up for it a little bit because that's the attribute of the card. No jumping, but he is already 6'2". 92 stamina, 86 aggression. Aggression is very nice to have for a center mid. 72 strength. Dribbling is good, but the agility and balance is not. So the dribbling is going to be... You're still going to notice a little bit of a lackluster dribble. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily do this card. Let's see what the requirements are for it. So the requirements for Dele Alli is team overall rating 85, team chemistry 80, Premier League players minimum 2, but you need team overall rating of 85. In regards to whether or not Dele Alli will get more informs and you're a fan of Spurs, and you want to use them as a center mid in a 4-1-2, then maybe it would be worth it. But other than that, I wouldn't necessarily do this card myself. Because I think that when you have balance like that, and like the dribbling is just too slow with players like this. But the height, the thing is, right, is that when your agility and balance is so poor, sometimes your height and your physical stature or physical presence in game helps it a little bit. But again, not really a card I would do. Jordan Lukaku is a card I would do, again, if they gave him a left back card. Because you look at this card, right? 4-star, 4-star. Fun card to use as a fullback, right? High medium. I don't like high medium, but I would do with it, right? Because he has great pace to come back on defense regardless, right? 5'10" height is fantastic. Jumping's at 75, so that's lackluster as well, being 5'10". because crossing is very effective, but he does have strength. Interceptions at 81. Defensive stats, very lackluster shooting. You have to give him a shadow or a sentinel because his pace is already pretty awesome. Probably give him a sentinel because you want to increase that jumping as much as possible, as well as his defensive stats in general. Transitioning with him will be really good because he has 80 agility, 82 balance, 78 composure. That's great for a fullback, to be honest, because the dribbling with him will be great. Is he a left-footed player? He is, with a 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. 77 stamina kind of sucks because he's high medium, so when he pushes up, pushing back, he won't do it urgently, but 77 stamina is a little bit too low. Yeah, even with the stats as it currently stands, again, I just think it would be better if they were to make this card a left back, because then that would make the Futmas SBC interesting, right? Because left mid, like, it's just very underwhelming. So 2 cards so far. If that was a left back, great. That's whatever. Left back would be awesome. Leon Bailey, to be honest, would be a really cool card to add into the game if they made the composure better and gave him 83, 84 stamina. Those 2 stats right there need to be improved on this card. Other than that, though, his having 79 finishing, but with good shot power, good long shots, attacking, positioning, acceleration, sprint speed, agility, and balance. He's also 5'11", 4-star, 4-star, left-footed, right? The card looks fun. You know what I'm saying? The card definitely looks fun. Because he's 4-star, 4-star, left-footed on the left side with a 4-star weak foot, so you can still cut inside with his strong foot. It's definitely better to cut inside with your strong foot and then shoot instead of your 4-star weak foot, right? But I mean, this card is cool. I just think the composure 76 is just really, really annoying, and then 79 finishing is okay if he had better composure, because when you have 76 composure, it drops your finishing because you always have pressure on your players, right? And 79 stamina is really low because if you're going to be playing him as a left mid or a left forward, he's going to be doing a lot of running. So I think if they gave him an 84 in stamina, that'd be awesome. So again, if they were to increase these cards and make his composure an 81 and an 84 stamina, I think this would be a really cool Futmas card to bring out, because I don't think Bailey, I don't think Bailey has an inform this year. I remember him having one last year, I'm pretty sure. Special. Yeah, so he doesn't have any special cards. So in that regard, he'd be worth getting if you're a fan of the Bundesliga or from Bayern Leverkusen. But the composure in terms of meta is still not worth it, in my opinion. Let me check Rivaldo here, because Rivaldo is the new card that my chat's telling me about. Okay, so this is a new Rivaldo card. Okay, so he is 6'1", medium-low work rates with a 2-star weak foot. So 2-star weak foot already really, really sucks. But he is left-footed, so if you use him on the right side, cutting inside with his left foot, which, you know, is great, but 2-star weak foot is really low. I think if he had like a 3-star weak foot, then this card would be more interesting. But I think when you give him a 2-star, it's kind of annoying, right? 6'1" height is awesome, because if you look at his attributes, he's 6'1" height with 90 agility. A little bit of a poor balance, but the 90 agility definitely helps out with the poor balance. 92 composure is fantastic. 89 finishing. His shooting stats in general are awesome. His pace is awesome because with the pace being decent, I would see this card being really good as a cam, except for that weak foot being poor. You know what I mean? I think that's to be honest, in terms of the characteristics of the card, he has 85 stamina, 92 composure, and 89 finishing, good agility and balance, so dribbling on the ball would be fantastic with him. The only downside of this card, honestly, is the weak foot, because even the work rates aren't that bad. Medium low is pretty decent, because medium low will focus more on dribbling on the ball when you get it at your feet, more than it is like him making runs. I'm assuming that if he is a 2-star weak-footed player, he probably avoids using his other foot, but it will happen sometimes. Because this guy's huge in game, right? He's 6'1", has 81 strength, 85 stamina. Yeah, it's still a fun card because Salah doesn't have a great weak foot. It's 3-star. 3-star is pretty decent, but it's not. I still use his left foot more than anything. So it's a usable card, but is it going to be worth the price? Probably not for the Prime version, because then there's other players you can definitely get. But I think the thing about the icons is that physical presence and height and physical stature in game is such a big thing with these cards. That's what makes them really awesome. Like, this card could have 38 interceptions, but defensively he'll still be decent because of those attributes that he has, right? So in regards to the SBCs, Rivaldo, if they gave him a 3-star weak foot at the bare minimum because of his characteristics, I think it would be better. Unfortunately, it isn't a 3-star and it is a 2-star, so it's something that you will definitely notice. But I think, again, with the Futmas cards, very, very disappointing. I don't think any of these cards are interesting. It would be interesting. Cards like this would be interesting in FIFAs like 3 or 4 years ago. But in FIFAs that exist nowadays, I just wouldn't use these SBCs. A Bailey, I would definitely use if you increase the composure and the stamina. A Jordan Lukaku, I would definitely use if you switched him to a left back. Even Bailey, like, he's a left mid, right? Like, would it necessarily be such a bad thing to make him a right mid instead of a left mid? You know what I'm saying? Like, making it more interesting because he's a left-footed player that you can play on the right side. Yeah, because I think he just has left mid cards. So I think that would have also added it to be more interesting, right? Like, his composure is low, his finishing is low, but obviously I think if you use the card, you'd probably have to give him a sniper to increase the composure and the finishing as much as possible. Because if we look at it, actually, I'm gonna take a look at it right now. Because even his height is decent. His height's not too bad. I think it's like 5'10". Just gonna check that real quick. 5'11", so that's pretty decent height, to be honest. That's by Leon Bailey. Okay, so Footbin hasn't updated the card just yet. There it is. Yeah, so if I were to use this card, I would have to use Sniper, which is this one right here, because you can see that it upgrades his composure and it upgrades his finishing, right? The thing about this, the reason why, because people will be like, oh, but Inception, if you give him the chemistry style, it will improve those aspects of his card. A card will always play similar to his base card stats, in my opinion. So I think that because his base card stat has low composure, I feel like he will play more to that composure than he will to an 81, in my opinion. Because if you had an 81 already and you can change it to an 86 with Sniper, I feel like that would be more noticeable. You know what I mean? But yeah, improving the finishing is definitely a must. You can also give him Finisher, because if you give him Finisher, right, you're increasing a bunch of his shooting stats, and you're also giving him a little bit of a physical presence, which you don't really need, but it's just because of the plus 15s and the long shots and shot power. Again, I don't think it's plus 15s, but I do think it's improved a little bit in that regard. Then I think the card would be awesome. But then again, you're always lacking in that composure that he doesn't have, right? Other than that, though, I think it's another day of a very lackluster promotion. I think it's pretty disappointing. Like, I don't see what the problem would have been if they were to make Lukaku a left back card. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would say it's another lackluster Futmas SBC, personally. Because they had opportunities, right? Like, with Son, you could have made a striker. Even with Bailey, you could have made it interesting and made him like a center forward. And then people can use his card as like a cam, a center mid, or make it interesting, you know? Because in real life, a coach is going to play a player wherever he wants. Just the other day, Manchester City was playing with a 4-3-3 formation in the Cup, and Pep decided to use Stones as a center mid. You know what I mean? Like, a coach is gonna play you wherever he wants. In real life, Sergio Ramos used to be a right back for a good majority of his career, and then someone decided, oh, you know what? I actually think you'd be better as a center back, which I think was Mourinho, actually. So I mean, like, a coach will play a player wherever he wants. Like, he will play him wherever he thinks is best. So I think that if they were to give Bailey a right mid or a striker card, that'd be interesting. And if they made Jordan Lukaku a left back, that'd be interesting. But Dele Alli, I don't see where the interest would come. Dele Alli would be interesting if they significantly improved his defensive stats, like to be at least a 75 in base card stats, because then that would make his marking, standing tackles like 73s, 74s, 76 interceptions, something like that. Then the card would be more interesting. But I think that because it's very much the same, it's not that exciting. So that's my opinion on the Futmas cards. Again, very lackluster in my opinion, but I mean, it is what it is. EA will throw out whatever they throw out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys enjoyed it, please drop a thumbs up on it. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Love you guys.